Excuse me ladies, the rucksack seems to feel like it's getting heavier. Love it. Like a kid in a candy store. I'll be a happy camper. They'd have got a shock if they'd have come across me in the tent. This will definitely do. Hello people, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to part 2 of a 2-part video. If you haven't watched part 1, I camped on Penn Summit, which is there, and then this morning I've dropped down and then come straight up this, and I am currently heading towards Scafell. So you've got Scafell Pike up there, Scafell ahead of me. If you have watched part 1, I don't know whether I'm going to go up onto Scafell or drop down back into the valley, the Great Moss Valley, which is the way that I came up. I was going to call in at Mickledore. It means dropping down and going right back up again, so I'm not going to do that. Bit of a breeze, as you can hear, but the sun's shining and I have got views, stunning views. Right, let's keep plugging away and we'll get down where I can then decide if I'm going to go up Fox's Gully. So we are a bit closer to Scafell, and that is quite an impressive lump of rock. So you've got a broad strand here, which a lot of people think you can get up or down if you're going from Scafell to Scafell Pike, but you can't, not unless you're an experienced climber. Other side is here is Mickledore, so you can see why I'm not going to go up that. Stretcher box up there. And then I'm going to drop down, pick this path up here, and then we've got the entrance to Fox's Gully, which is here, that goes up, which is a really great scramble. I've done it a few times. I've done it in icy weather, snow, sunny weather. I did it last summer when I camped on Scafell. There's a video there of me going up the whole thing. Yeah, it's a really nice one to do. You need crampons or at least mini spikes in winter to go up it, because it will be frozen up. But in summer it's quite a nice one to do. So I'm going to drop down here, try and get out of this wind a little bit, and decide whether I'm going to go up the gully or back down into the valley. So we're just about to walk past Fox's Gully, which is here, and then it goes up and then sort of doglegs to the right. I don't know if you can spot this guy here in the blue. He's the first person I've seen all day. So I'm going to drop back down into the valley. If you saw part 1 of the video, I had a plan B in case I couldn't get camps on Penn. So what I'm going to do is head towards that and maybe just explore the valley a bit more. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Get down, get back into the valley and get out of this wind, I think. patches of ice on this path still. Not quite out of winter yet, but spring is definitely on its way. So I'm just perched on the path that comes down the side of the waterfall. There are two paths, one that goes to the left that's a bit scrambly, so you're better off taking that one coming up. But there's a path to the right that's a bit more gentle and it just takes you down at an angle. And I've just paused for a moment for this view. What do you think? Actually a couple of people down there. That's got to be one of the best views ever. Hard Knot, which is up there, which I've camped on. I did think about following the ridge all the way along, but I've camped up there. Crinkle Crags. Got Scafell again, the pointy one. So the route that I took yesterday, if you've not watched that video, was up this. So this is pillar, not the normal pillar that we know, another pillar. And then I went up, and Pen is that pointy bit there. So you got Scafell Pike there. So I camped sort of here on that plateau bit. But what a view. That is amazing. So I'm just going to follow this path down now, through that bit of scree, and we're back down. And then I think I'll get some shelter behind one of these big boulders, make a brew, have some dinner. It's only 1 o'clock, and then decide where I'm going to pitch. Decisions. When you've got all this, like a kid in a candy store. So I just stopped for a bit to have a brew. Got plenty of time on my hands, not in a hurry. So a bit of a coffee, and I've found a cheesy sausage roll type thing that I forgot that I brought with me, so I'm going to eat that. So I'm just at the bottom of the waterfall, I'll show you. So I've come down this side, sort of like there is a path there, you just can't see it, sort of down this scree side. But the way I always go up is this side, because it's quite a nice scramble. But with a big pack on, it's better to come down this side rather than that side, because you end up with the rocks pushing you and stuff. You end up having to climb down half of it backwards. Yeah, waterfall goes all the way up the middle of it. Just chatting to 2 people. So I think that's 4 people I've seen all day. Or 3. 4, no 4. So I'm going to have a brew, have this. Like I say, I've got plenty of time on my hands. I'm not in a hurry. And then have a wander around the valley and see where I can pitch tonight. Right, see you in a bit. Right, so we've had a bit of a break. It's got for about an hour. So I'm going to head up over this way. Some crags over there. I'm going to cross this river here in front. But I don't know how boggy this is going to be. I can see some quad bike tracks. So yeah, let's go and have a wander over here. See what we can see up there. The rucksack seems to feel like it's getting heavier, not lighter. Let's go. keep looking back at Pen, which is behind me, which is where I camped last night, which is video part 1. It just looks so steep. Yeah, so I went up this yesterday. Looking at it now, I'm like, did I really go up that? Yeah. It's worth it though. Fantastic summit. I think next time, if I camp on there again, and there's a good potential that I would do it from Broad Crags on. So I'll probably come up the back of Scafell, up the tourist, not the tourist route, the corridor route. Drop down to Broad Crag, and then cut across that way, rather than going up the vertical way, which is the way I went yesterday. Not been too bad coming across this. A little bit boggy in places, nothing too bad. That view behind me of the Scafells. If I can get that view tonight from this side, I'll be a happy camper. Right, so I've just took some water on board, courtesy of this little stream here. So my rucksack is now 2 kilos heavier. So I'm going to go up to this first level, and then I think I might cut across and then go to the bit in the middle, and then maybe at the top. That's where I'd like to be. I'm just going to have a look at these crags here. If I can find a nice pitch, I might stay there. Right, so I'm about a third of the way up what is called Low Gait Crags, and I've come across this really nice flat bit, so that's where I'm going to stay, with this bit of a chaise long sort of rock formation. So that'll come in handy tonight to sit on. I've got my view that I wanted of the Scafells, so I'm going to face the tent that way. The wind tonight is only 5 to 10 mile an hour, and that's on Scafell Pike, so down here it's not going to be much. I did leave the rucksack here and carry on further up, and the higher I got, the windier it got, and I was back into that sort of cold, chilly wind that I had on the other side. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to pitch here. So not as high as I wanted to go, but this is going to do. And then in the morning, just drop back down into the valley and then follow the river back down the way that I came yesterday. It's a bit early, it's only 2:30. I can't see anyone around, and I very much doubt anyone's going to come up here, but I will still give it a bit longer yet before I put the tent up. So yeah, pitch there, that view, perfect. Right, so it's been a couple of hours since I last spoke to you. Got all pitched up and everything. The sun has literally just set, so it's just gone 5 o'clock. I think it goes dark just after 6. Just got a time lapse finishing off, so I'm not too sure how that's going to come out. Not seen anyone for a good few hours now. So I've got another dried meal with me, so I'm going to boil some water and have that, and then I think I've got some biscuits and that. Just chill out and enjoy my last evening. Look at that for a view. Fantastic. If you watch Dave the Solo Summiteer, that's the bowl that he imagines the mountain god sort of sitting in. And it's got its arms either side, Scafell and Scafell Pike. I think he's camped a lot in this area. I actually met him on Scafell a couple of years ago now. I was pitching the tent, and I could see 2 blokes coming over towards me with big rucksacks on. And as they got nearer and nearer, I looked up and it was Dave. And we must have chatted for about half an hour. Absolute top bloke, really, really nice guy. He was obviously interested in the solo and camping and stuff like that. And I think he headed on down into this sort of bowl with his mate and camped there for the night. But yeah, really top guy. So right, I'm going to get some water on the go and get some tea on, I think. So I think I'm on spag bol. Yeah, pasta bolognese. Bit of a favourite. So on this trip, I'm actually trying out the DJI mic. So if you've watched a few of my other videos, I had it with me yesterday, so I've had it in part 1. Let me know what you think. See if it cuts the wind noise out and stuff. I've done bits of filming without it and bits with it. So yeah, let me know what you think. It's a DJI mic mini. It wasn't that much money, to be honest. So if it improves the quality of the sound, then it's probably worth it. I don't want to eliminate all the wind noise, because if you're walking along and your clothes and everything are flapping around, and then you've got the mic on and there's absolutely no wind at all, it kind of doesn't look realistic. But obviously you don't want the wind to muffle your voice. So yeah, if you've got one, let me know what you think of them. Up until now, I've never used one. Not a clip-on thing anyway, like this. Right, so I'll let this water boil. Get it in this bag, give it the old 8 minutes, and eat me tea with that view. Keep going on about that view, don't I? But it is pretty cool. Even now the sun has set. It's so quiet, absolutely so quiet around here. Can't hear anything. I think this pasta bolognese one that they do is definitely the best one. It's certainly the most tastiest one for a dried meal, that is. And I've only got water tonight, no beer. I only bought 1 can, which I had last night. But this'll do. This'll definitely do. Thought I'd come out of the tent for a bit of a wander. I thought I'd found a better pitch here, but it's not quite level. And I'm not moving the tent now anyway. Tent's over there. The sand coloured Hillebergs do blend in really well in the Lake District. Or any sand coloured tent for that matter. I do like the hillies in red though, in the snow. They do take good photos, red Hillebergs. It's gone really, really hazy now over the Scafells. It's not as cold as it was last night, but I am a lot lower down. Very still, very quiet, no wind at all. This should be by rights my last winter camp really in winter gear. Earlier on I did think I was going to be boiling hot in that sleeping bag, because I only ever bring it out if it's in the minuses, and I was thinking I'll probably have to sleep on it rather than in it. But now the sun's gone down, it is a lot cooler. It's not freezing, it's nowhere near freezing now, but yeah, the setup I've got now, yeah, it's unlikely I'll be back out in it again till next winter. Right, I'm just going to have a mooch about, I think, and then get back in the tent when it goes dark. Right, so we are tucked up and it has gone pitch black. Still got the door open, I'm just watching all the stars. It's all really nice and clear out there. I've not seen anyone for hours, and then I've just literally watched a couple of head torches come down where the waterfall is, over the other side of the valley. And then they've walked along the valley floor. You just see the head torches going along, and just faint voices. And they've gone past Sprout Crag, which is where I was thinking of camping. That was plan B. So they'd have got a shock if they'd have come across me in the tent. So I'm just going to have hot chocolate. I'm going to have a Snickers tonight. See what that's like. And a very flat choco pan thing. So I'm going to get that eaten. You know, before when I said I might be sleeping on top of my sleeping bag because it's too warm. It's not, it's freezing. It's not freezing, but yeah, definitely going to be a chilly night. Right, so I'm going to boil some water, have my hot chocolate, eat that choco pan, and then I think I'll just chill out for the rest of the evening, listen to the radio or something. So I shall bid you good night, and I shall see you all in the morning. Night for now. Good morning. It is 5 to 7, and it is another glorious day. Absolutely not a breath of wind last night, still as anything. Can't remember the last time I had a camp like that. Slept right the way through. Tent is bone dry, so I'm just going to have my first brew. Chill out in the sleeping bag for a bit before I make a move. But what a view. I'll just show you. Look at that to wake up to. Absolutely amazing. So calm, so still, so peaceful. Yeah, so I'm going to have a first brew with that view. I think I've got a cereal bar left, so I'm going to eat that and then have a very slow pack up, I think, and leave all this behind. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to wake up to this every day? Right, catch you in a bit. Have a brew, something to eat, and then we'll start getting packed up. Got everything out of the tent. Most of it's in the rucksack. I've not dropped the tent yet. I'll do that in a bit. Just thought I'd make myself another brew and enjoy this view for a bit longer. I'm just watching the shadow of the sun come across the valley floor. But I think I'll be well gone by the time it comes up here. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it out, but right up there you can see the stretcher box glistening in the sunshine, which is where I was yesterday. So this is the route that I came down. I can't believe a couple of people came down this waterfall in the dark last night, and then they wandered across here, and they got to about here, and whatever they were using for lights kind of went off. They weren't fell runners because they weren't moving quick enough, and fell runners normally have like really, you know, good head torches, really bright ones. What these were using just looked very dim, almost like they were using the phones. I don't know whether they were or not. I hope they got down safely. But yeah, this valley, it's just an amazing place. It really is like the valley that time forgot. And the Scafells from this side, it's just the best side. But everyone goes from the other side, from Eskdale, and they go up the tourist route and follow everybody else, go up onto Scafell Pike. But from this side, it's just stunning. I've not seen anyone yet come up this valley, and I probably won't until I get halfway back down. But yeah, definitely the valley that time forgot. Right, I'm going to finish this brew, drop the tent, get packed up, and we'll get heading off. Right then, bags on back, you know the score, we leave no trace. That was a really nice spot, that, with that view and the added bonus of that chaise long rock to sit on last night. Really nice spot. And this morning, packing away, no wind, tent was bone dry. Yeah, it's about time I had a wind-free morning. Right, let's get going, and we're heading that way. Just come across this little pool of water. You can just see it's ever so slightly frozen. Yeah, not quite spring, but we're getting there. Oh, if you can make out the jets. There's one. Oh, there's another one. Amazing. Oh, what a treat to see that. Fantastic. If you don't know, the RAF practice low level flying through the Lake District, so they drop into the valleys, and it's quite rare that you see them. I hope the camera got that. Yeah, they fly that low sometimes over you, you can actually see the pilot and everything. Absolutely amazing. So I've just had two fell runners come past me, and they said they were on Scafell Pike half an hour ago, which is about 2.5 miles away and 3,000 feet of descent. They don't mess around, them fell runners. They don't bother with footpaths. They take the direct route down. Can you hear that? That squeak. Every Osprey rucksack that I've owned has had that distinctive squeak. Is it something they put in them when they make them? Or maybe it's me. Maybe it's me that's squeaking. So on that squeaky note, I'm going to end the video here. It's been a great 3 days and 2 nights in the Lake District. If you haven't seen part 1, where I camped up on Pen, which is in front of Scafell Pike, I'll put a link to that video in the description of this video. If you've got any comments or any questions for me, please get in the comments box below and I'll get back to you. I do enjoy reading your comments and I do appreciate people taking the time. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Still squeaking.